Cue the music, please. Oh, Rocky, get out of here. Go sit down. Sit down.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
You want something to eat?
I'm trying to do a live right now.
Oh, people on yet?
Yeah, we got a couple people finally joined in. I see 3 people here. I guess I can get started now.
No.
Okay, no.
We should wait on a couple more.
Wait on a couple more people? There's 4 people now. I guess I could wait for some more people to come on here, or should I get started now? I don't know.
Wait.
So, we got 6 people on here now. Okay. Cue the music. Just waiting on some more people to get on here before I start. Just waiting on some more people to get here before I start. Does anybody else like the Jeopardy theme song? Can you hear that? Okay, let me stop playing around and let me not waste any more of your time, because this is titled Ridiculously Effective Live Facebook Training and Tips. Now, what I did, I probably bored you to death just now. You probably got on here like, Coach T, what in the world are you doing? Oh, by the way, if you're just checking me out for the first time, I'm Coach T. Taryn like Karen, but with a T, spelled just a little differently for those of you who don't know me. If you're catching this on the replay, please make sure that you hashtag replay. And also, drop me a comment on where you are from. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Sky. Hey, Chelsea. Hey, Lorena. Hey, Sabrina. Michael. Hey, Victoria. Giuseppe. Jessica. Hey, how are you guys? So when I first came on, I don't know exactly where you came into it, but I was just kind of walking around trying to doing a little dance or whatever I was doing, and I was waiting on a couple of more people to come on. Coach T, what in the world were you doing? Why did you do that? Did you like my intro? Did you like how I started? Hey, Cheyenne. Sorry. Is it Cheyenne? I believe it's Cheyenne. Did I get that right? Hey, Christina. So, did you enjoy my introduction? Did you enjoy me playing the Jeopardy theme song for you? Did you enjoy me being all up in the camera, checking my hair? Did you enjoy my wife screaming to me about was I ready to do something? I don't remember exactly what she said. But did you enjoy that? Did you not enjoy it? Were you confused, wondering what I was doing? So what's your point, Coach T? My point is that I've been watching some of you all's lives, and that is exactly how you are beginning your lives. With a bad setting, you're half in the camera, half not in the camera. You've got music playing, which is cool. Which is cool for some of you. Some of you have bomb music playing. But then some of you have things going on, kids in the background. They're all hollering and hooping and hollering and things like that. Do you like me like this? Is this effective? Absolutely not is probably your answer. Is that effective? And so I watch some of you all's live, and what I see is this is what you do. Just what I did. You come onto the live. You don't look into the little dot right there to make the connection with people. You look at yourself over here. Now, what's more powerful? Can't you tell that I care if I'm looking at you like this versus this? And then I'm like this. Oh, shoot, my hair. I'm just waiting on a couple more people to come on. That's what you're doing. Now, my question to you, have you ever been to a play? If you've ever been to a play, comment the play that you went to. I have been to a couple of Medea plays. I went to Tyler Perry plays, The Color Purple by Oprah Winfrey. I've been to a couple of different plays. I've been to musicals and things like that. And I've paid good money for these things. Disney on Ice, right? And so when I would go to these events, what happened? If you pay for an event and you go to this event and the star of the show, the cast, they just stand there and you pay money. And then they're asking you, well, we're not going to get started yet. We're just going to wait for a couple more people to come on. Would you be wondering, well, actually, I'm ready to get started now. I bought my ticket now. Hey, Brianna, hope you're catching this live. I'm going to shoot you that script here momentarily. I'm just doing a live. Give me a couple more minutes. Thank you. So what's going to happen is if I go somewhere, I expect the show to start when the show starts. What you are doing is you're waiting and allowing people to, I don't know, I guess be the star of your own show. When you come live, you are the star. Why are you waiting for anybody else to come? They will come in later. And I have tips for you to hold an effective Facebook Live, such as the one that I'm having right now. Hey Tracy, hey Renee, hey guys. And I'm going to not acknowledge your comments just yet, because I want to make sure that I'm getting through my points and not lose my train of thought. But stay here, because I want to give you some ridiculously, and I mean ridiculously, effective Facebook Live strategies and tips. If that would be valuable to you, hashtag valuable. And make sure that you stay for the remainder of this live video, so that you can get those topics. So, you are the star of the show is what I want you to first understand. That when you go live, it doesn't matter. Hey, Tanya, what's going on? When you go live, the show has begun. Because if you're going to take 2 minutes, most people are going to watch your lives on the replay. So if they come back and it takes you 2-3 minutes to get going, do you believe that they're going to stay for those 2 to 3 minutes? Probably not, especially if you don't even really have a following. If you don't have a following, people aren't going to just stay for you. You have to do something. You have to be interesting. Stop being interested in your viewers, saying, I'm going to wait and be interested in more viewers to come. And instead of that, you start being interesting. You need to change yourself from being interested to interesting. Okay? Stop waiting on people to come. I'm just waiting on And I understand, you want a crowd, but nobody's going to come see you if they don't know what they're coming to see. They don't know what they're going to get. I don't want to stop at this show and get my popcorn ready, and then I got to wait for the preview for 2-3 minutes. Right? I hate previews when I go to the movie theater. When I get to a movie, I want to get there right as it's starting, because I don't want to watch the previews. I'm ready to get there, watch it, have my popcorn, I'm ready to go. So same thing applies. You are the star. You are the movie. You are the director of this Facebook Live. So when you get ready to come on, you need to go. You need to start talking, start speaking. Hey, Melanie. Hey, Caitlin. Hey. What's going on, guys? Hey, Omar. Thanks for hopping in. Make sure that you comment where you are coming in from. So let me go ahead and check some comments first. Cheyenne says, I set up in an area in my spare room with the background and everything. It really looked better than my kitchen table in the background. I feel like that was a side stab at me. Was that a blow? Because I'm currently in my kitchen, Cheyenne. I'm just teasing. You create your Facebook Lives in an area where it's not distracting, okay? As long as my dog isn't in the way, as long as I'm not halfway in the camera and you see me and my wife isn't in the background talking or whatever, you can see me, your environment is fine. But what most people do is they just have a random environment and they don't make sure that the environment looks right. You don't make sure that there's limiting distractions, right? So what is something else that I see? If anybody, who has a business, who runs a business, a home-based business, you're self-employed, it doesn't matter. If you have something that you need to promote, whether that is a business, whether you need to promote yourself for modeling, whatever the case may be, do you do any form of promotion? And if you do, I want you to comment hashtag promotion so that I know who I'm speaking with, okay? So Victoria says it's going to be valuable. Caitlin says it's going to be valuable. Awesome. I asked you to hashtag valuable if it would be valuable for me to give you Facebook Live strategies and tips. If it's not valuable for you, that's totally cool. I can then go ahead and just include Victoria and Caitlin, who are the only two hashtag valuable for this information, and I can do a Facebook Live training with just them. So make sure that you are following. Now, there's a method to this madness. Do you see what I'm doing? Here's another thing. I am making you engage with me. I am making you engage with me. Every time you come on, I say, hey, Lorena, hey, Cynthia, what's going on? Hey, Tanya, what's up? Cynthia, I already said Cynthia. Awesome. So now I'm getting you guys' participation, right? Because if you're not participating, if you're not allowing other people to participate, hey, Joseph, what's going on? Happy Wednesday to you. Because if you're not asking your followers to engage with you, to comment, if you're not asking them to do the activity, they're just going to leave. They're just going to leave. So every time somebody comes on, I want to acknowledge them and say hello. When you have viewers come on, I find out, woo, I'm losing my clothes there. Gosh, oh, I got to get my weight up. I got to get some. I have this problem all the time where I'm so scrawny that my clothes just fall off of me. Lord help me. So you need to engage your followers. Okay, and ask them, where are you guys coming in from? Thank you so much. Thank them for coming onto the live. Make sure that you stare into the camera, not over here. It's more powerful here, okay? And engage with them. Have you ever done a Facebook Live? If you've ever done a Facebook Live, I want you to comment live. So you see what I'm doing? I'm literally engaging you. I'm asking you. Now, not only that, but every time I say, hey, Alicia, what's going on? How are you today? Hey, Victoria. Hey, Joseph. Hey, Carolina. I'm glad that this information is valuable to you. Hey, Lorena, awesome. Lorena does awesome lives. And I want to acknowledge you and recognize you, Lorena, because there was a live that I caught where you had this awesome music playing, and every time I asked you a question, you looked directly into the camera. And I told my wife, I said, wow, that's a beast right there. That's a beast. So I just wanted to recognize you for that moment. But do you see what happened right there? I am acknowledging them. I am engaging you. Now, Joseph, because I'm talking to Joseph, and Joseph is a great friend who I've met through the power of social media. I love social media, as well as Cheyenne. And like Lorena is a great friend that I have on social media. I consider these people dear friends of mine. Now, here's another thing that I'm doing. Are you catching what I'm doing? I'm acknowledging them. Because every time that I acknowledge them, I'm probably going to hold their attention for at least 10 to 15 more seconds because I've called their name. I've said their name. I've made them feel special. Hey, Alicia. Hey, girl. Where are you from? Did you already comment where you're from? I might have missed it. I'm not sure. But now that I've commented and said, hey, Alicia, let me know where you're from, Alicia probably is going to stay with me for at least another 10 to 15 seconds. Okay, and that's just minimum. If I continue to hold attention, if I continue to be interesting instead of interested, Alicia may stay for this entire live. Do you see what I'm saying? Carolina says that she's afraid to do lives. Carolina, my question would be, what is making you afraid? Comment what's making you afraid. We're all here. My followers are amazing. We don't judge each other. We all only uplift each other and encourage each other. So I always want to get you the right information and allow other people. Hey, Christina. Christina is also a great individual who I met through the power of social media. And because I have acknowledged Christina, she may stay for another 10 to 15 seconds. So you're doing something. There is a strategy in that. Okay, there's a reason where I can hold 14 live viewers when I was originally doing. I understand that I don't think that 14 is a whole lot. I still have a lot more people to go. When I first started doing lives, my attention was only 2 people who were looking at my lives. So now I've built up a following to where I can speak for 10, 15 minutes or so and hold 15 people's attention for that long. Yes, you definitely have to find that confidence, and competence builds confidence. The more you do it, if going live scares you, I challenge you to do it. I challenge you to do the thing that scares you. And like Christina, do you see that? You see, Christina just said, of course, I'll stay the whole time. So I've built that rapport with a lot of people here. Hey, Cedric, how are you? And so also, if you are a business owner, here's something else that I see that you're doing. You all, if you're having a business owner, not a lot of you, some of you are phenomenal. Some of you have the strategy and are killing it. But some of you, and I understand the logic, I've been where you are. Trust me, I get it. This is not to be mean. This is not to say that you're doing it completely wrong. I believe that when the less you know, the more you have to gain. There is an assessment. When people do coaching calls with me, I say, here is a 7-question assessment. Fill this out for me. And I want you to be extremely honest with me, because the more you don't know, the more we have to gain. Right? So if you don't know this information, phenomenal. So what I see a lot of business people who are doing, whether you're in network marketing, affiliate marketing, face-to-face sales, it doesn't matter, and you're wanting to promote yourself, what you are doing, and I encourage you to stop doing it, is you're 100% promoting the business. You're 100% promoting the business and the benefits. And I understand the logic. But I am here to tell you, and you can continue to take this information and you do whatever you want to do with it. I'm a crusader. I'm not a guru. I go look for the information, hunt for it, and then bring it back to you so that you know what to do. So what happens is, okay, so right there I just lost my train of thought if you didn't catch that. Remind me where I was. Business. You are promoting too much of your business. Whether you are in travel, whether you are in health and wellness, whether you're doing roadside assistance, whatever your niche is, whether that is jewelry. I see you going live and you're strictly talking about the benefits. And all you're saying, and you're not tying those benefits into other things. You're just rattling off facts. My company does this, and when you join my company, you're gonna make X amount of dollars, right? And it's 100% legit. And I always ask myself, why are you saying that? I understand where you're coming from. You want to be transparent, correct? Are you the type of individual that wants to be transparent? Is that why you do that? Let me know. Let me know. If I've got this wrong, stop me. But doing that, and you're telling them that this is legit. This is right. I'm sorry. My environment is not 100% okay. My neighbor is doing something right now, so forgive me if you heard that. I apologize and take full responsibility for that distraction outside. So what happens is, and I've completely lost my train of thought again. So you talk about just the business, and you say, so you're talking about the legitimacy of the business, okay? So if it's legit, why do you have to say how legit your business is? Answer that for me. I would love to know. Hey, Kevin. Hey, thanks for coming on. Hey, Ainsley, how are you? Comment where you're coming from. We are talking about Facebook Live strategies. And I went first originally and came on, and I had my camera like this, and I was off to the side, and I was cueing the music, right? And I asked you, was this an effective way to do Facebook Lives? Now, see what I'm doing? There's another strategy right there. Because people are going to drop off and come back on, I have to reintroduce what we're doing, so that people aren't lost. If you find yourself and having people come on and saying, so what are we talking about? That's feedback for you. That is feedback for you to know you are not reintroducing your topic. And if they don't know, they're going to then leave. Is this making sense? Cheyenne says that this makes a lot of sense. Please let me know if this is helpful. If this is helpful, hashtag valuable or hashtag helpful. So people don't care.
Helpful.
Hashtag helpful. Huh?
Hashtag helpful.
Raymond says hashtag helpful. Okay, that's totally fine. Go ahead, Lorena. I'll see you later, girl. I'll see you later. So you're talking about your business and you're talking about the legitimacy of it. Stop. You're already shooting yourself in the foot when you do that. People are automatically, if you tell me that, oh, this is groundbreaking, right? If you do all of that hype, I'm never gonna listen. I won't even acknowledge. As soon as I see that word, groundbreaking, unbelievable. As soon as I see any hype strategy tactics, I'm not even going to continue to read. I'm going to stop right there at unbelievable or groundbreaking. Hey, DeAdrian, how are you? How are you? How are you? DeAdrian and I had an awesome conversation last night with one of my mentors, Sky. So the power of social media is crazy because I've talked to a lot of you on the phone and it's been amazing. So stop talking about your business and the benefits. Talk about what value that you can give. This is valuable right now. I know it is because you want to go live. I have something. You want to do something, and I have something for you that's going to help you accomplish whatever you're trying to do. So this is the tips. This is a value form, so you have to ask yourself, what questions can I answer for people? What problems can I solve? Because coming on live and saying, okay, I work with company A, and this is what we do. And when you do this, you're going to make X amount of dollars. And all you have to do is sign people up. Who wants to do that? When I hear that, I'm like, I'm not signing up nobody. I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend money. I don't want to have to convince. And those are the verbiages that you all are using that I've heard some of you use. And you're completely losing people. If you have done it live and 6 hours have passed and you only have 9 views, something is severely wrong. What you have to do is stop, take inventory of yourself, take inventory of the action that you're doing to say, why am I only getting 9 views in 6 hours? And then go back, okay? Because you've probably done this thing. It doesn't take me until I've done something at least 10 times to recognize that it isn't working anymore. And I have to go back and research what I've done before. So if you go live and you see that you're only getting 9 views in 6 hours, go back to the live you did before that. Is it the same thing? Or maybe you got 6 views in 5 hours or whatever the case may be. Or by that time, it should have been a whole full 24 hours. So are you taking inventory of that? So you've checked that live the day before that and then go back a third time and check and see, what was I doing? Because whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm saying, the time that I'm doing it, but probably what I am saying, I am not interesting enough. And so what is happening is people aren't watching me. So if you continue to do exactly what isn't working, you're going to continue to keep getting exactly what you're getting. And that's 9 views in 6 hours or 12 views. Now, if you've been doing this for 2 weeks and you're still at 9 views and in those 2 weeks, something's wrong. Change up your strategy. But if you can see a steady climb, if you went live the first day, today is your first day, and you got 2 views, 2 people to watch, and maybe ended up with 40-something views for the day, okay. Now, the next day that you do it and you get 3 people at a time while you're going live, and at the end of the day, you've got 60 views, that's an increase. That's an increase. Understand that you're doing something correct. But if you're still doing the same thing, and still getting the same results, that's insanity. The definition of insanity is what? Comment what the definition of insanity is. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And I get it. I was there. I was the same person posting in work from home groups, trying to promote myself, trying to get leads on social media. And I did it for months and months and months and months and months because that's what people were saying to do. All you need to do is post in work from home groups and you're going to get a heck of a lot of leads. And the logic and what I thought was, yeah, that sounds right. People in these work from home groups, they're looking for work from home jobs. And you know what happened? I started taking inventory because I wasn't getting any engagement. I was getting no interaction. Nobody was interested in what I had to say. Not one person. Nobody. So I said, something's wrong. Something's wrong. And I had to change up my strategies. And I figured out that I was in the wrong set of groups. The wrong set of groups. So now, because of that, I have really worked hard, and I pride myself. I believe that I am like a organic lead ninja queen. I know how to turn anybody, any one of you who have commented here, into a lead. I know how to do that, and in a way that is not pushy, in a way that is least resistant. And if you're doing Facebook Lives, this is a great way for you to gain leads. If you do Facebook Lives, what you are doing is literally coming into somebody's living room, having a conversation with them as if you guys have been friends for the last 2 years. The reason why you guys think that you know me so well and you love me and that you care about me and feel that I'm so inspirational is because I choose to put myself in front of you every dang day. Right? Every day. Absolutely. Cheyenne says, I went to the now hiring and buy sell groups and they've been good to me. Yes, absolutely. Get out of those work from home groups because they just don't work. So what you have to do is come on these lives and stop talking about your product. And if you do talk about your product, there's a way that you need to do it. So if you're in the health and wellness industry, right? I don't know how many of you are, and I don't know anything about health and wellness. I'm just going to do this from top of the dome, okay? Top of dome. So let's say you have a product, and this is your product. Or let's not do paper towels. Here is my EOS, right? Who uses EOS? Do you use EOS? Who uses EOS? So this is EOS, but let's say that this thing right here can help you shed 10 pounds and gain, I don't know, 2 pounds of muscle. I don't even know if that's correct because, like I said, I'm not in the health and wellness group. And so what you do is you come on live and you say, so this is what I have here that's going to help you lose 10 pounds. All right? So, I'm showing you all of it. All you have to do is just, put this on your lips, and you're going to lose about 10 pounds. And it's about $12.99. So, yeah, if you want this, send me a message. Very ineffective. Very, very ineffective. What I may do is come on a live and say, hey, it's your girl, Coach T. I'm super duper pumped because for the longest, I have been trying to shed 10 pounds. And I didn't know how in the world I was going to be able to lose these 10 pounds. I was trying to get that summer body, get it right, get it tight. And I was on Facebook scrolling, not thinking of nothing, not thinking that I was going to see the thing that was going to help me lose these 10 pounds. And I finally saw it. And so I was on Facebook and I seen this girl who had this thing, and all she had to do was, again, this is not true, and all she did was put this thing on her lips. She did the thing on her lips, and then after that, in about 7 days, she lost 10 pounds. Man. And so what I did was immediately, I wanted it. I went ahead and made a small investment. I don't even remember how much it cost, but I made that small investment. And I can't believe that I lost the 10 pounds. So I don't know, I don't know anything about health and wellness. All I know was that there was a product out here and I wanted it and I got it. So those of you who are looking to get a summer body, get it right, get it tight, feel free to message me and I'll send you information so that you can see exactly what I'm using to help me shed these pounds. Bow. That's how you do it. Was that exciting? I don't know anything. I'm using an EOS and telling you that it's a weight loss thing. But would you want it? Would you want it? Would you want it in the way where I said, listen, this is a weight loss thing. All you got to do is put on your lips and you're going to lose 10 pounds and it's $39.99. Shoot me a message and, I'll get it to you. Oh, was the second one better? Which one was better? Which one do you prefer? It's quite simple when you do it like that and you come on and you're excited. Hey, Sanchez, how are you? So, yes, okay, Deadrian is saying, yes, absolutely. So, don't come on here and be boring with your product. Come on here and be interesting with your product. What benefit did it do for you? And we're not going to say the name of it. We're not going to act like we're the wellness expert or nothing like that. We don't have to, right? We don't have to do any of that. Our job is to just be interesting and give a little bit of benefits in telling our story. That's what you guys fail to do. You don't tell your story. You don't want to tell your story, right? And so you want to tell the story of the product. And although this is a great product, it's going to get my lips. Now let's take it back. It's going to get my lips, right? But it's boring. It's boring. Is this making sense? If this makes sense, hashtag makes sense. Thanks, Cheyenne. I appreciate that. So let me use you, Cheyenne, right here, right now, because I always want to use this platform as a teaching moment. Cheyenne, I just talked about an EOS bottle, an EOS, and I equated it and told you that it was going to help you lose weight. But in the way that I did it, and I ask you, which do you prefer? The first way that I did it or the second way? Cheyenne is commenting and literally saying, I would buy anything from you. The way you promote is so creative. That's the type of things that you're going to start getting. And then you're going to want, you're not going to hear that. You're not going to start getting people who ignore you because you're positioning yourself as not a pushy salesperson, but someone who's fun, creative, and likes to help people. That's how, if this doesn't stop, oh, sorry. Give a little skin, take it right back. Anybody watch the Cosby Show? Who watches the Cosby Show? And you see the episode when they had that picnic. It was one of the later seasons, and Elvin starts talking about Sandra's neck, and then the grandpa, Heathcliff's dad and the mom are there, and they start talking about this lady who, grandpa, what's his name? Russell. Russell was the grandpa, and he was at this little bachelor party before he got married, and he's talking about this fangirl who would show a little skin and take it right back. Y'all ever seen that episode? That's just what made me think of it. So. So anyway, so hopefully this has been helpful for you. I just wanted to come on here to kind of, and that's not what you want to do right there. I'm sorry. Oh. Just drop some cake around here. So I want to give you some tips. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Justin. How are you? Awesome. I'm glad this makes sense. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, John. Awesome, 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 awesome. So let me think. Is there anything else? If you have any particular questions about Facebook Lives, go ahead and comment. I'll be able to answer them for you. Hey, Lamont. How are you? Okay, so I've got some tips for you, and of course I write them down, okay? And it's okay if you want to teach something and come on live, have something to talk about, because we want to be interesting, not interested. Somebody comment that. Be interesting, not interested. Comment that down below so that other people can get this. Okay, so here's my tips for you. I've got 6 of them, and I'm not going to continue to take up too much of your time, but I definitely want to get this training to you. So number 1, tips for effective Facebook Lives. Promote yourself before you broadcast. Now, I don't promote myself too well before I broadcast, but pretty much all of my followers know at this point I'm on a 90-day live challenge. So I may say that a little bit. I could definitely beef up the promotion, but at this point I've created a following, and if you do this, you will create a following of committed people, of committed fans who will come and watch you and watch you and watch you and watch you. So promote yourself before you broadcast. Put up a comment. Now don't just say, hey, going live, right? Because we need to be interesting, not interested. So let's take our weight loss example. Hey, looking to get a summer body, get it right, get a tight top body? Then join me on my live. I'm going to give you tips on how to achieve that summer body at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Something to that effect. Hey, Rodney, how are you? Yes, Cynthia, the cake. She dropped the cake. Eat the cake, Anime. Yes. Be interesting, not interested. And if anybody, I'll address it. If anybody caught my live the other day, listen, couples go through their crap. We're good. Okay? We're good. So, number 2. Number 2. Prepare yourself by limiting distractions. Now, I've messed up a couple of times, okay, under distractions. My wife didn't drop some cake.
I'm sorry.
She didn't drop some cake. So limiting distractions. Make sure that your kids are set, okay? Make sure that they're not going to be running up to you, interrupting your time, because this is your time to shine. Make sure that you've got a background. Like Cheyenne says, she always makes sure that her background is on point. So have something in the background, right? Don't come on camera and do what I could have done. I could have got on here. You see all these, because I need a retwist. If I would have got on here and started doing all of this, what would have happened? And this is probably a distraction. I don't know how many of you stopped listening to me and started looking at my hair because it looks like Who Shot John? She always says I do it. I pull the hairs out. And I probably do. 5-second rule. Right? That's what my dad does. He always on 5-second rule, 5-second rule. I'm not going to perp. Perp equals lie. Sorry, I'm using a little bit of slang. That's Cincinnati slang, perp. Yeah, when I went to college, to Toledo, everybody was like, oh, you perping, you perping. They're like, what is perping? It's not a thing. So, perping means, you lying. What was I about to say I was perping about? I just forgot. Anyways, limiting distractions. Okay, that was number 2. So number 3, who was John? Who I was saying I was looking like Who Shot John with my hair. But anyway, number 3, re-announce what you're doing with new people come on your live. So Rodney, obviously we're talking about, Rodney just came on, so let me reintroduce what we're doing. We're talking about freakishly, ridiculously effective Facebook strategies. Hey Alexandra, how are you? And if you're just joining, we're talking about Facebook live tips. Make sure you comment where you're from. Hey Kyle, how are you? So these are new people who are coming onto the live. Kyle's new, Alexandra's new. They're probably like, what are you talking about, Coach T? I'm talking about ridiculously effective Facebook live tips. All right, hey, Melissa. So re-announce what you're doing so that your people can stay, right? So that they can stay and know what you're doing. Because if you find yourself and people coming on and saying, hey, so what's going on? Make sure that that's feedback for you to let you know you're not keeping them in the loop, right? Making sense? Cool. Number 4, always interact with comments. I guess I've already kind of said these tips already. I'm doing wonderful, Alexandra. Thank you. Always improving. How are you? Euclid. I got some people to go see in Cleveland. 216. That is a fat jack. Okay, so always interact with the comments. There will never be a time unless I literally need to get a point across where I may purposely not look at the comments for a second and just focus because I lose my train of thought, right? So I need to focus, but always interact with the comments. There's never going to be a time where you come on my live and I just don't acknowledge you. That would be ridiculous. That's like, remember what I said earlier, going live, doing videos are like plopping yourself in front in someone's living room. So let's take that and flip it. With my live, you've come into my kitchen, right? This is my kitchen. My living room is back there. So I'm inviting you. So it's only right for me to be a great host and acknowledge you. Because if I came into your house, right? Listen, you said, Coach T, come on over and let's have a talk, or let's just kick it. And I say, okay, Rodney, I'm coming to Euclid, right? And I come, and the first thing I do when I get to your door, I just open up that door. I don't knock. I come right in. I find your couch, go sit on your couch. Don't say hi, kick my shoes off. Throw my shoes off. They hit the wall and bounce down. I throw my coat off. It hits the floor, and I go plop down, hands on the back of my head, boom, right on your couch. Before I've said anything to you, before I've said hello, nothing, anything. Would you consider me rude? You'd probably say, Coach T, get the hell out of my house. So that's the same thing happening when you come, when somebody has taken the time out of their lunch break, literally, lunch break, their 15-minute break after they've just got the kids to bed or whatever. They're watching you because something they're getting out of you. They're getting something from you. So how rude would it be to allow Rodney to come onto my live, to allow Alexandra to come onto my live, Kyle, to allow Melissa, to allow Cynthia, all of these people, all of you, Jessica, Sanchez, Adrian, Cassie, I'm sorry, if I allow all of you to come onto my live and I never said anything to you. Right. Exactly. Deidre says you won't get another invite. Exactly right. So if I did the same thing and didn't acknowledge Deidre and didn't acknowledge the other 12 people that are here, hey Tiffany, how are you? Where you coming from, girl? So if I didn't acknowledge you, if I didn't acknowledge Tiffany when she came in, although she said hey to me, and if I would have never said hey Tiffany, where you from? She would have left. She's saying hello to me and my wife. So you have to be the hospitality needs to be there in a Facebook Live. Yes. Victoria says, that's me right now. I have the earpiece in while bottle feeding a baby to sleep. So if I don't acknowledge Victoria, Victoria is literally taking time to see me, to come to me while she's listening and feeding a baby. Now, I don't have any kids myself, but man, I know that's a challenge, right? So how dare I not acknowledge Victoria? See what I'm saying? Rodney says, hey, Raymond. Okay, so always interact with the comments. Number 5, attention span. Now, I don't know how long this was. I probably broke this rule, but this was a purpose. I wanted to drive it home. So here's some information for you to keep in mind, is that most people's attention span only lasts for about 18 minutes. Only lasts for about 18 minutes. It depends on what you're doing. If you can chop it up and get it done in 18 minutes, phenomenal. But understand that majority of the people are going to catch your live on the replay. Okay? And then number 6, make sure that you have a strong connection. You ever done a Facebook Live and then got the circle? Trying to reconnect? It's like a rotary phone. You know a rotary phone? Who's had to use a rotary phone before? Raven says she's never had to use a rotary phone. Listen, I'm from the old school. No, I grew up with my Mama Murphy and Pawpaw, and they had a rotary phone. But see that trying to reconnect looks like the rotary phone. So make sure that you have a strong connection, okay? So that's all I've got for you today. Hey, Letitia, how are you? Raven says she has something. Letitia is getting married soon. Everybody say congratulations to Letitia.
It's a tip that you taught me.
That's it? Okay. I taught Raven the
She
tip.
taught me this for live, so I'm going to teach you now. So something, I know it's really hard for me to start a live because I'm not sure what to say up front. If you come up with something that you're going to say over and over, like Taryn says, hey, that's Coach T, Taryn like Karen with C, spelled just a little differently, so it's easy for her to just spew out. Mine's now, sup, lovies, it's Raven, how goes it? Super easy for me to say, but it allows me to get my thoughts together about what I'm going to say next. So do that. Figure out something. Even it doesn't have to be, hey, it's Rodney. If that's just what you say, hey, it's Rodney. But give yourself time. Say that every time.
Mr. got everything to say.
Exactly.
Yes, like Rodney. Rodney, I'm gonna steal yours for a second. Rodney goes live and he says, hey, it's Rodney. Mr. got everything to say. And I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it.
And how many people try to imitate you? People imitate Taryn all the time, so then people start to want to hear that. And then that's when they come in. So try it. Might work.
Absolutely. So make sure that you have a strong connection. Always introduce yourself. I always introduce myself in the front end as well as in the back end. Just like Raven was saying, she's absolutely right. Give yourself something, and it may take you a little time. They're saying, hey. So it may take you a little time to come up with something as something catchy like that. It took me a while. It definitely took me a while. And I just had to kind of put it all together. The story behind that was my mother, Tanya. My mother, Tanya. Make sure that you follow her Facebook page. She is now on Facebook. Tanya J. Realtor. Go follow her Facebook page. So when she first, when I was old enough to recognize it, she would introduce me as Taryn, right? Obviously, that's my name. But people would say, oh, Karen? And she would say, no, it's Taryn. Like Karen, but with a T. So as I got older, going through school, people still could never pronounce my name correctly. It would be Taryn, nothing but Taryn. I would never get it, ever. I would be shocked. Like when somebody would get it right, I would be so severely surprised. And so then for that reason, I included the other level to it. So my mom gave me the first. Taryn, like Karen, but it's with a T. Then I noticed that people couldn't spell it, couldn't say it, spelled just a little differently for those of you who don't know me. You guys may not know me, right? So that is what I do. So it may take, Victoria says hello, babe. So she says hi. So it may take you a while to come up with something clever, and that's completely okay. It's going to come as you move. It's going to come as you move. So intro. So make your intro, okay? Give a catchy, benefits-driven question as your next step. Don't draw out your intro. Hey, I'm Victoria Velez, and I'm here to talk about 5 tips for you to make an effective Facebook Live, okay? Or, hey, I'm Victoria Velez, and I'm here. Have you ever tried to go on a Facebook Live and find yourself with not many people engaging with you? Stay tuned because I'm going to give you strategies and tips for an effective Facebook Live. And then 3, deliver the content. Do what you promised you said you were going to give based off of number 2 from the benefits-driven question. Okay, I may be moving a little fast. I'm going to wrap this up here soon. Make sure that you catch this on replay. And then also, just give it to them. And maybe at the end of it, give a call to action. So for me, if you want to learn more effective Facebook strategy tips, feel free to message me. I check each and every one of my messages personally. All right, and I'll give you some recommendations and provide you with some books that have helped me be able to create a ridiculously effective Facebook Live for these next 90 days, right? Okay, so that's what I've got for you guys. Again, hopefully this was helpful to you. If this was valuable to you, I ask please that you consider sharing this out so that other people can get this information as well. I know I struggled, didn't really know how to come up with effective Facebook topics, Facebook Live topics to talk about, couldn't hold attention, didn't know what questions to ask, didn't know how to engage or anything like that. So I want this information to go to other people. So at any point in time, I encourage you to consider sharing this out for other people. Now, that was another training tip that I just gave. I'm just giving it to you all right now. I'm not saying, hey, share my live, me, do this for me, blah, 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 me. You don't get tired of talking about yourself? Hey, Carla. Yes, I'm so glad you could catch my live. The Firecracker Grandma. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me talk a little bit about Carla. Carla goes live all the time. Carla is over 50. And do you find yourself, if you're in my age bracket, a millennial or whatever, do you find people that are over 50 saying, oh, you young kids know how to work social media? I'll leave that to you. I have been thinking about what this is. I need to do some research on it, but to do a video on this. But I heard it at the doctor's office when I took my Aunt Josie to the doctor's the other day. And she said she was giving me an app for me to help find my Aunt Josie's prescriptions. And she said, oh, you young people know how to do that. And so I was going to let it go the first time, as I usually always do, and say, yeah, But then it hit me after she said it a second time. And she said, yeah, you young people really know how to do that. And I immediately thought, that's an excuse. That's an excuse for you not to do the thing that scares you, which is social media, because you don't understand it. Carla, the firecracker grandma, does not make any type of excuses. She shows her face and goes live all the time, and she's over 50. So please stop giving the excuse and saying that just because I'm young, I know how to work this. Okay, I had to take years of self-teaching myself, self-studying, investing thousands of pounds of dollars to figure out algorithms, to figure out the psychology of how people buy online. So before you tell me again that I'm just young and that's the reason that I know social media, I challenge you to do what I'm doing because it just scares you. That's it, that's all. Shout out to Carla, the firecracker grandma. She is a beast, okay? A beast. So what I was saying was that was a way for me to, what I said, I asked that you consider, thank you, Michael, thank you so much. So Michael has shared this. I ask you, instead of saying, share my life, instead of that what's in it for me mentality, what you need to do is reverse that. The what's in it for me mentality needs to be eliminated from you, and it needs to be placed onto Rodney, placed onto Michael, placed onto Carla, placed onto, LaCasha? Correct me if I'm wrong. Awesome to see you. I don't think we've ever connected before. So awesome. Thank you so much for joining my live. Tiffany, right? So thanks, Carla. I'm just amazed because I hear it so many times that people just don't want to do it. But not you. I love it. So that's the techniques. Instead of, you want to give the what's in it for me mentality to your followers, to your viewers. What's in it for you is that I know that you need strategies on how to do an effective Facebook Live. So this isn't just about me. This isn't talking about myself. I want to give you those tips. So do that. Sorry. Lost my train of thought. Jera, like Sarah, but with a J. I love it. That's pretty. Your sister's name is Jera? I've never heard that. Jera, like Sarah, but with a J. I love that. Jera. That's very pretty. That is very pretty. Okay, so that's all I've got for you guys today. Oh, that's my train of thought, but let me finish this last point up and then I'm going to go. So ask people, when you say, I ask that you consider sharing this out, not aggressive is that? Are you open to sharing this? If so, I ask that you consider it so that other people can get the information. Is that offensive? When I say it like that, do you actually consider sharing this? Do you actually consider taking 2 seconds to hit the share button? So that's an effective strategy for you as well to get more views, right? Two-way street. Remember, I'm always thinking of a win-win. I'm not wanting you to share this just because I can get extra views. I literally want to help other people get the information too. So in order to do that, it works great because I will get those extra views. It's a two-way street, all right? So awesome. I'm going to go ahead and jump off this. Hopefully this was valuable to you. If it was, again, I ask that you consider sharing this out so that other people can get this knowledge. Thank you, Rodney, so much. Thank you for taking time out of your Thursday to hop on my live. It's been your girl, Coach T. Taryn like Karen, but with a T, spelled just a little differently for those of you who don't know me. Please make sure that you're working on all your goals, all your dreams, and living life for the purpose because that is the only thing that matters. I can't wait to see your next Facebook Live. Peace!